It's like midnight and it's Monday, and I watched all the YouTube channels I usually watch on my Mondays. And then I'm just sitting inside doing nothing. And I didn't like it too much. So now I'm back out here. And what I think I'm gonna try to do is get this chassis under that car. And I just have a bunch of wood blocks and a jack, and hopefully I don't drop this car because my wife will kill me, because technically this is her car and this is my car. So try to get this going for her by the summer, springtime, you know, like whenever we start going to car shows, I want her to be able to drive this car. So I'm like way behind schedule, but it should be really cool. Once I get the body on the car, then it's just like making some floorboards and all the wiring and putting engine and trans back on it and make the body mounts and make sure the interior's in there and do the body work on the roof and, you know, just build a whole car. So I'm gonna clean out the interior in it because there's a bunch of junk in it. Pull the headliner out because it's just sagging. And then let's see if we can get this body on. So back when I first started working on this car, I wanted to body drop it. And since then, I don't want to body drop it. I just want it to be a good driver and lay low, but it doesn't need to lay rocker panels. It still lays frame. Yeah, Pat. And if it doesn't lay frame, I will make it lay frame. Because my buddy called me out on his YouTube page. Okay, bud. But anyways, before I was gonna cut the whole floor out and just do a traditional body drop, and yeah, now I'm not doing that, and I am kicking myself in the ass for what I did so far, because like sweeping this car out and remembering how clean this fucking thing is, and I just cut it up. I'm an idiot, but we'll make it good. I'll make it better. I'm gonna take my time with it, but I'm gonna hurry up. I'm gonna make sure it looks really good. So let me show you what I did before. So when I got it, they replaced like this back pan right here, and other than that, it's like super good. But then I cut the living shit out of this car, and I regret every bit of it, because it's all gone. But I'll rebuild all of it. That's not a big deal. I'll cut out what I need to cut out and make sure it's nice. I want to put the fuel tank here, and it's a Mustang fuel tank, so I'll set flush on the back, and then I'll build everything else around it. But yeah, I'm pretty upset with myself for doing that. But you live and you learn. And I learned that I was an idiot that day. Because, well, actually it took like 2 years for it to for me to start working on this fucking car again, for me to realize how much of an idiot I am for cutting it all out. But now I don't have to worry about any clearance for the rear wheels because it's gone, and then I can build around it. So now what I want to attempt to do is get the frame underneath the car. I'm just gonna use wood blocks and my jack and hope for the best and go from there. But it shouldn't be that bad, but at the same time, who freaking knows? It could be a freaking disaster, and that's okay. Like, I'm fully aware that some bad shit can happen, but let's try to not let any of that happen. So, here we go. Okay, I dropped the car. But nothing happened. It's fine. I can't see my side. It's starting to sweat. But I got the body on the frame. But it sits at a rake. But it's so close to body in the front, but not in the rear. So I gotta figure that out, level it out. Maybe when I do the body mounts, it'll lift up the car a little bit, which I'm gonna have to do that anyway for my pucks, but yeah, man, dang, this looks good. I don't know if I'm gonna run these wheels because they're huge, but I mean, technically they fit. Or am I sitting on something? No, not sitting on anything. But yeah, hold on, check this out. Okay, do you see the gap? The gap will bug me forever. But holy crap, does that look good. All right, I'm back on the 54. We went out to the Detroit Autorama. My buddy and his crew, well, their shop did amazing on this car and they got grade 8. Congratulations to them. I'm super stoked for them. They didn't pull the Riddler, but I feel like they were close. And the car was sweet. For a Mustang too, you couldn't get any cooler than that. So I'm super stoked on them. Congratulations to you guys for making it to grade 8. But now I get to work on my not grade 8, not Riddler stuff because let's get real. I'm not that good, but I like to build cool stuff, you know? So, but anyways, I put the body on the chassis last time and I put these wheels on it just because I wanted to see how they looked. I knew that they were gonna be too big for it, but look how good that thing looks. So I'm gonna have to find something similar to that, just not as big, because when I started this whole thing, before I put these wheels on it, and I had those guys on it, it laid out. With these wheels on it, this is fully aired out, and I am like 3 inches off the ground or more. And I can't have that. Like, I physically cannot have that, especially with the friends that I have. For instance, my buddy Zip Tie Diaries, Pat. He already called me out on it. I put the body on, put these wheels on, laid it down 3 inches off the ground. I text him and I'm like, I cannot use these wheels at all. But even though they look so good, there's no way unless I cut a bunch of more shit out. And I don't want to do that. So I'm not. I'm just going to change the wheels and put a smaller tire on it. So that's what I'm going to try to do now. And I'm going to put the smaller tires back on it. And then see where it sits there. If I can get the body to lay even, then I can come up here to the front. And I think I can get to the body mounts up here if it doesn't lay body when I lay it down on the frame, because it's so close now. but I had to figure out a way to make it so I can get it so it's right and even, and then brace it somehow. I'm thinking I might just put like a piece of steel from the frame to the firewall just to hold it in place, just so I can jack it up all the way and like make actual mounts for it. Is this the right way to do it? Probably not. Is it my way of doing it? That's how I'm doing it today. So we're gonna see what I can do. The back shouldn't be too hard because it's really, I'm really just gonna kick out some mounts off the frame, which, you know, just like little like hoop mounts, and I can bolt it right on the back support. The back supports are still in it for a reason, and I'm gonna keep it that way. So I'm just gonna keep the trunk mounts exactly the same, and then I'm gonna hook up the body mounts in the center and in the front, but I wanna be able to lift it up off the ground so I can get underneath them and make like actual body mounts for it. But yeah, I think that we should do pretty good. And for this setup that I have for the air ride, I am probably gonna have to change it just because of the center, like cross support where the support for the 3-link goes in. Right here, all that floor. There's no way I'm gonna get any of that to fit. I'm already gonna have to notch it up on the sides already, which that's not a big deal, but I don't want that big hump in there just because I wanna be able to use the factory rear seat. And with that, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. So I have to figure that out. But for now, I'm going to get the body, change the tires and try to get the body centered, and then see how it looks with it laid out with the old tires back on it because they are smaller, and then go from there. And then I'll be able to make body mounts, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm still figuring out shit for the CNC machine. I could design everything that I want to design. I can make it how I want to make it. I learned all that. I don't know how to do to save it to an actual file that I can move to my cutting program because I'm an idiot. And I'm still learning on how to do that. So I'm just gonna have to make templates and cut out by hand. It's a shame to have to use my hand plasma to cut out brackets when I have a full ass CNC machine here. But really, man, it's discouraging me so dang much with not being able to figure out how to save this file. I've watched a bunch of YouTubes and all that, and I'm just slow. So hopefully I can get somebody over here that knows more about this than I do, and then I can get this cranking because I am ready to make this thing work. So, but enough about talking about that. This is what we're focusing on. I'm gonna change out these wheels and see how it goes. Well, I got it on the ground and it was not right. It was, for some reason, I'm not laying out. I'm like 1.5 inches or 2 inches off the ground. And when I had it before, I was like 1/2 inch off the ground. And I figured, you know, with the weight of the body, it should sink it down the rest of the way. But now I'm higher than I was. And that doesn't make sense to me. So it might just be something stupid like shortening the bag cups like that much. And that's fine, we'll do that. But I got it up on my ghetto stilts right now just to get it up in the air. I'm gonna level out the body and then figure out how I'm gonna do my body mounts. And then I'll deal with all the rest of the shit. But yeah, I don't understand why it laid out, well, just about laid out. I figured, you know, just a little bit of weight, because if I stood on it, it laid out. So I'm like, oh yeah, there's just no weight. Should be good. Now, there is no engine in it, so there's no weight up in the very, very front, but everywhere else there is. So, I don't know. We'll get to that. But for now, I'm gonna try to figure out how to make the front end of this stay up in the air without it being so sketchy, because I just noticed that my jack stands, I got it all up and I'm like, yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. At least this both sides on this. And I do have the jack underneath of it still, but I just noticed that. I was pushing on it and I was laying under it and everything. Oh man. If it isn't the wife that's gonna kill me, it's gonna be your car for my stupidity. So, but yeah, I'm gonna clean up all the stuff that I ripped out of it because tomorrow's trash day. I need to take all that stuff out. But just wanted to see how far I can get on this tonight. I would like to get the body mounts made, but like I said earlier, I can't figure out the freaking program on that. So I'm just gonna have to cut out with my plasma cutter. And Pat has my plasma cutter right now because he needed to finish up some stuff on his wife's truck that he's building. Well, her and him are building. And yeah, I'm excited about this car. I really am. We've had this car for a long time, and I gave it to my wife as soon as we got it. Like I knew that she would love this car, and she has ever since we got it. And honestly, it's my fault it's not done. I started on it a few years ago with that chassis, and I just got messed up, and it discouraged the hell out of me, and I just pushed it off, which stupid and shitty on my part. But now we're getting it done, and I'm getting it done. I want to get it done nice and right and clean and make sure everything is safe for her. So this is the one that's I'm gonna be like real like anal about. And so far it looks good. Everything looks good. I need to clean up a few things. I need to finish welding that center section of the frame, but the frame's strong, and I just have the two sides and the top done. I have to do the bottom plate. I'll probably do it while it's up there like this. I just really hate overhead welding so much. I'm not good at it. So there's that. But yeah, this thing is gonna be cool. And I need to get back to work on it. So no more talking. All right, got it all. It's in line now. Same measurement all the way around. So that's good. It is. These are heavy cars. And trying to move this shit by yourself is not fun. So, but whatever. Now, it says I'm level on the sides of the car. So on the rocker across, the car is level. Now, could be true. The frame says it's level, but yet I still think that the car may be like getting held up on some point or some way, because it almost looks like it has like a little bit of a rake to it, but it could just be my eyes and it being up in the air. But from all measurements say it doesn't. But oh, that's weird. But Now I have to just mock up these body mounts. So, well, I have to make templates for the body mounts, and I have to make the body mounts, and then figured I'll just then tack them all in place, and then go from there, take the body back off. I know I want to get the engine over here before I take the body off, so I can see where I need to set it, so I can like push it back some, because I know it's going to need to go back. But other than that, we're moving along. So I'm going to start making templates for body mounts. It is pouring outside. It's crazy. I'll tell you, the one thing that I love most in life is having a lake in front of my shop doors. That's pretty cool. And then all the mud, because I haven't been able to get gravel, because whenever we dug the trench to go to here, it then got cold and shitty, and I haven't been able to do it yet. But yeah, just nice, good puddles. All right, so what I did was I took some of this poster board and just measured all the body mounts out, and on both sides, don't worry, all this is getting cleaned up. Got to pull the body back off. But so how I have it is, let me get to where you can see it. I got to clean all of this up still. So I know, all of it's gonna be cleaned and undercoated and all that. I understand. So all I do is I went from frame rail here to this body mount here. And then I just made a little template. I'll end up probably putting some speed holes in here or something, just so it looks not just like, but goes right up to it. Bolt, connect. Boom, boom, boom. And allegedly, that should be fine. I'm gonna cut it out of steel and tack it together and see how it looks and go from there. I'm waiting on my buddy to get over here with my plasma cutter, because I'm still having problems with my table. And I wish I could just design these and just cut it on the table, but my luck, not so good. So, for the front, both of these match up perfect, and I am stoked about that, which it took me like an hour to get it freaking measured right. So, and then now I found out that I have a leak in my roof. Cool. So I got shingles for it. We did like a quick little thing up there, and then it got snowy, and now I have a waterfall coming through, well, dripping off out of my ceiling, so that's awesome. So hopefully this weekend I can fix that. Well, when I mean me, I need to call my buddy up, because I don't do roofs. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to mess something up more than it already is. So there it is. But I'm gonna cut these out and go from there. Yeah, I'm definitely just gonna wait for him to come with the plasma cutter, Because I'm burning through so many discs. It might be overkill on the size metal that I'm using. Very well could be. It's what I got, and that's what I'm using. So I'm gonna use this thick shit. It's nice. I mean, that's what we use for suspension. So, well, I got more going with it. I started to cut the body mounts, and then my buddy came over, and I was like, we're looking at some stuff because it's not quite laying out, and we figured out what that was. And then I was looking at the body a little bit more, and I'm like, it has that rake, and it's killing me. So I found out a couple spots that were touching on the body on the frame. So I came through and I cut all that out. So now it's not touching, and it was touching right here. So I'm gonna patch that up on both sides and box it all in, make it look nice underneath too. I have to rebuild the whole back floor anyway. I knew I had to do that from the start, so that's fine. But now the training cross member, now that I got that dropped, the training cross member on the passenger side is touching, and then it's holding it kind of sideways now. So I'm gonna go underneath, pull out the training cross member, and then nothing should be touching anywhere, allegedly. And then I will make the body mounts. Now the body should still be in the same spot, so my measurements should be the same, other than maybe like the gussets for the side. I might have to shorten those just a tad, which that's fine. Nothing, a little grinder won't zip her off. But yeah, we're getting there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to pull off the training cross member. And after I get that pulled off, then it should be good to go. Because yeah, I'm off here and I'm not there now. So now it's sitting at a tilt. So I'm gonna pull that off, hopefully without killing myself with these ghetto stilts that I have going on. And I don't know. I'm just hoping I don't drop the car. Whether I can get out, that shouldn't be an issue, but the car is freaking low, so I'm gonna crush myself. So the only thing I can think of is I'll give it a little tug or two and see how it goes, and if it's too sketchy, then I'll wait till tomorrow and I'll use the impact. But I don't have an impact right now because I sold all my tools back to my buddy that I bought off of. I've had them for like a year and a half, and they're all like fancy Snap-on and Matco and all this stuff. And then sold them all back. Then I went and rebought all my tools up at Harbor Freight, other than I didn't get the impact sets because they didn't have them. So now I'm gonna try to just use my breaker bar and then allegedly it should work out just fine without killing me. So it's still lifted in the back down there, and I think it's because it's touching right there, back there, over there. So I have to cut this whole wheel well out more. But I didn't want to cut too much of the back out, but I think I'm gonna have to. So that's good. I'm gonna do that now. But I think if I do that now, or when I do that, I think the back's gonna drop lower than the front at that point. And I already channeled it like halfway. I didn't want to like go all the way. I didn't think I wanted to go all the way, but I mean, I could. And then, yeah. All right, it's been like a week, over a week, 2 weeks, something like that. It's been crazy for me. I started making the video. I was gonna post it, and then I just didn't get as far as I thought I should to post it, so I didn't. Then I had the Detroit Autorama show, and then I had a tattoo convention this weekend. I just got done with it last night. So now I'm back in the shop. It's Monday, my day off, and I'll work on this more. So I missed some stuff videoing because I kind of just did it because it was irking me. And I got the body on the chassis, and it had like a tilt to it, and it was just bugging me. So I more or less channeled the car. So now the back sits down a little bit lower. I need to get the front end to lay out the rest of the way, so that's what I'm gonna do now. And then go from there. I do have to cut a little bit more out of the rear where the wheels go. And because right now it's the tires are holding it up. But yeah, this thing's sitting super nice. And I think that as soon as I get the front to lay out, this thing's gonna look body dropped. And all I did was channel the back a little bit. So that's cool. So nothing to it but to do it. All right, so I got everything taken apart. So now I just have to cut the bag cups down an inch. They're 3 1/4 bag cups now. So it should be fine. It shouldn't be an issue. So I'm gonna do that and then slap it all back together and see what else I have to cut. The shit you do to make it so you can sit low. It's like, I'm just keep cutting and cutting to get an inch. It's wild to me. But I'm one of those people. So, there's that. Alright, I need my cut. Yeah, that's okay. Still have some life in it. Okay. You have to drop it down. All of this just to go literally the littlest amount lower. But I'm not laying out, so you cannot not lay out. This didn't lay out for this long, and my buddy Pat, Zip Tie Dyer, has already called me out. I'm like, it's not done. Give me a break. I wish I had a only thing I'm worried about is the bolt. This dropping up higher. I don't know if I'm going to have enough threads on that, so I might have to pull this out, cut it out, and re-put a new bolt. But we'll see what happens. I'll complain about this so much. I really wish. Wow, you could record a YouTube and listen to music without it getting banned. I work so much better with music. Ooh, slipped on that one. My hand slipped on that one a couple times, but that's okay. All right, mark down an inch. Look at that. Look at that. All right, drop them down to 2-inch. Even. I'll keep these. I'll use these for something. But all right, got those cut. Now I'm gonna put it back on the car and see where it sits after I set it back down. So here we go. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't think I need to cut anything out of there anymore. I'm probably gonna have to pull this all back apart, to be honest with you. That's just because now with these smaller cups, I don't know if I'm gonna have to cut out the brake pocket more. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna cut this fucking thing off. That's just in my way. Okay. Hold this way. I'm really thinking that I would have to pull this. At the same time, I don't want to cut anymore down here unless I have to. Okay, there we are. Okay. I had to use a flashlight. We'll go get a new flashlight. That's the next on my list. There's one. I'm just more or less hand tightening everything just to see where it all sits. Because really, who knows? This might just be the only issue that I have. Is this. And that's what I'm hoping for. But how my look is, who knows? That's really it. All in. Who knows how it's gonna actually go. Okay. Oh, I need that. What? What you want? Oh, here. Turn that off for right now. Oh. Okay. This goes back in here. this side. Definitely gonna have to do that. Okay. All right, as with the bags cut 1 inch shorter. Oh, I'm a genius. One more time. Oh, I forgot the okay. Well, no. Still fucking. What's holding me up? Makes no sense. Stupid. Just like I thought, I gotta take it apart. With the lowered caps or the bag cups, now the bag touches the frame where it didn't before because it sat lower. And I have to cut out my lower control arms a little bit, not the lower control arms, but on the frame part, just like notch it out a little bit. And then allegedly, that should lay it out. I'm guessing. So I'm gonna do that. See how it goes. At this point, I'm just starting to get pissed off. So, I gotta take it apart again. I'm still an inch off the ground. I don't really know why. It could just be because the upper control arms are maxed out, but at the same time, they shouldn't be maxed out. So, now I'm going to try a set of drop spindles to see if that helps, which I thought I had drop spindles on it, but apparently I don't. But this thing is just fucking making me mad. When I originally bagged this frame, I had smaller wheels on it. It laid out just fine. I should just fucking put smaller wheels on it. All right, here we go. Take this damn thing apart. Freaking 7 times just to make it lay 1 freaking inch lower. Stupid. All for an inch. Just a freaking inch. All right, new drop spindles are on. Everything's just hand tight. Nothing is like on there because who knows? I'll probably have to pull it off again. So let's see if it lays cross member now. And if anything, hopefully just my tie rods needs notched. I figured I'm gonna have to do that anyway, but let's just see. Oh my fuck. God damn it. This is gonna start to piss me off a lot. Fuck me. Nothing is touching. Nothing is touching down here. Nothing is touching back here. Oh my God. What the fuck? Alright. I'm done. Fuck this car. So, it is what it is. I'll put this stuff on it tomorrow and see if that helps, but God damn it. Alright, I'm done. I've got nothing done. I've done a lot, but I've got nothing done. So, sorry this video sucks. Well, it is what it is with building cars, I guess. Stupid. All right. Well, thank you for watching. If you watched this long, I appreciate you. So, yeah. Hopefully, this week I can do better. Because right now, I'm not doing so good. But we'll see what happens. Thank y'all. Till next time. And again, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell people, help a brother out. I appreciate it. So, till next time, thanks y'all.